Okay, guys, this is going to be chapter 8, part 3. Because I had a bunch of memories come back to me after doing part 2, and I thought that was going to be it. Excuse me, but I feel like this is significant enough that I should add it, okay? I have, like, 5 little stories here to add. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, so I wanted to say in chapter 8 that my stepdad, my abusive alcoholic stepdad, who is my sister's father, he not only abused me and my brother, but he abused, well, I don't know if it was him or not, abused my sister. But anyway, I wanted to say that he was into black magic and stuff like that. And my mom said that he made a voodoo doll, like a little grass voodoo doll, and he stuck a pin in its leg. And it was supposed to represent his boss, who he got mad at. And it was like the next week that his boss got this little scratch on his leg, but it got infected. Then it turned to gangrene and he had to have his leg cut off. So this buddy, I'm surprised I'm even alive, or that my mom made through more years than she did with him making voodoo dolls, and which is scary. That just is scary. And I'm so spiritual, and it's opposite, absolutely opposite of who I am. So it's terrifying to me, actually. And let me see. So I also wanted to say, I'm just kind of winging this out of chicken scratch right here, and then I'll write it in a little bit here. So then another story was, we had the kittens, and if you saw my the previous part 1 and 2, you'll hear the funny kitten story about the black kittens and the 2 little Siamese kittens. Well, one of the black kittens loved water, and he loved to get wet and everything. Well, my mom, okay, this is so freaking weird. Okay, but my mom and she did this her whole life. She liked to run a bath of scalding hot water. Then she'd go naked, take off her clothes, and go naked all around the house, dusting and cleaning this and that while she's naked, and the windows are up, the blinds are up, everybody could see her if they wanted to. And but on this particular day, and she was getting in the bath, well, the kitten liked to get up on the edge of the bath, and then he would paw the water, and everything. Well, while my mom was dusting the house while she's naked, the kitten fell into the scalding water. But I didn't know it. She claims she didn't know it. I don't know if she did know it, or I don't know how you could not know it, because the cat would have been trying to fly out of that hot water, and be wet all around the house. So I'm not really sure about this story, because my mom was a huge liar. So not really sure about this, but it's hard for me to imagine anybody doing something mean to an animal on purpose. But I just, I don't know. But anyway, and at this time we were at home. We weren't on the road with the roving kind. We were at home. So I had to go to school. So I was gone. And I don't know, I guess it was a couple days later, she says, oh man, I've been smelling something stinky, like really stinky for the last couple of days. And then she said, I went to pet the little black cat that likes the water, and his whole coat just slid off his back. Like being, his skin got scalded. His fur and the skin underneath holding the fur, it just fell off. His whole coat just fell off when she pet him. Now, this is the story. She says, I don't know if I believe it or not. But it's horrifying. It's horrifying to think of her pushing him in the water. It's also horrifying to think he just fell in that scalding water. So I'm not sure what to think about this. And then I wanted to touch on my brother, because these memories came back later. Okay, so my brother was always, we called him a pill, because he was just always bad. He was always doing bad things. So my brother one day, and this is according to my mom, but I don't know if I believe this or not either, but I kind of do, because I remember him being in trouble. He took one of the kittens, took it outside, and hung it by a noose by its neck, and of course it died. And I was there when they were questioning him, like my mom and Buddy were there, and I was there, and they said, why did you do it? And he said, I just wanted to know what it felt like to kill something. Sorry. Like, what is that? Is that a serial killer? Like, I don't know. And as far as I know, he hasn't, like, killed anybody, but, like, I don't know. He also, okay, I gotta get past this. Oh. Okay, so he would also, when we were at school, which wasn't very long, like just weeks out of the year, we would be there. And it was sporadic. So it wasn't like 6 weeks or 2 months all together. No, it was broken up. So we were just never in school. But when we did go to school, he would pick fights with all the other boys. And he would say, oh, just meet me at the flagpole after school. Well, they all showed up. You know, all 20 boys would show up to kick his ass. And then he would have to go to the principal's office and say, well, oh, all these guys are here to kick my butt, and I need you to call my mom to come get me. This happened every day. Every day. So it's no wonder that he got beat, you know, but not that that is acceptable either. But, like, what's wrong with this kid? They should have took him to, like, you know, counseling or something. And then on another day, he pulled out a chair from a girl. So she went to sit down in her seat. She pulled out the chair, went to go sit down, and he pulled it out farther, so she fell on her tailbone. So we got sued. We got sued for that. He was just always doing something stupid. Okay, so now there's another hard story. One day I was at school. I came home and my sister had bruises all over her head and her body. And I'm like, or not so much her body, but mostly her head. And I said, what happened to Bambi? And my mom said, oh, Buddy got mad at her, and she's a like, she was like 5, 6 months old, and a little roll around, little thing. I don't know what you call them, like where they can kind of scoot around the house by themselves on wheels, but they got a little seat and a little tray in front of them. Okay, so my mom says Buddy got mad at her and hit her over the head 26 times. And I was just like, oh my God. But later on, when I got older, I thought, how did you know that she got hit on the head 26 times? Did you sit there and count? Or what? Like, what the fuck, really? So I'm not sure. And when I got home, Buddy wasn't there. It was only my mom. So I think my mom did it. I really do. I think my mom she was probably crying for something or whatever, and I think my mom hit her over the head 26 times. I don't think it was Buddy, but I don't know for sure. But anyway, my sister was born on the 26th of the month. Don't you find that interesting? She got hit on the head 26 times, and she was born on the 26th of April. This is just heavy stuff, and I apologize. Really heavy, but it's part of my story, and I feel like I need to add it. All right, so this is the end of chapter 8. So chapter 8, part 3. I'm over this, and I think I need a break. So I think I might do something else. I'm not sure what. I might do some readings or something. I don't know. I just need to get away from this story for a little bit. All right. Okay, guys, have a great one. I'm sorry this was so heavy. All right. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.